Hey, Hussein Talib here, founder of SuccessGrid.com and the host of the SuccessGrid Podcast. This is the podcast for you to raise your standards for your business and for your life. Hello and welcome to a new episode of the SuccessGrid Podcast. Today's episode called Are You Subconsciously Afraid of Success? So my friend, do you often find yourself being your own worst enemy, sabotaging yourself for no good reason? Well, my friend, today that ends, but first let me have a look at a short list of goals in no particular order that for most people will never get achieved this year, the next year and beyond. Allow me to provide you with the list first, the reasons why second, and the solution after that. Number 1 is getting in physical shape through a diet. Number 2, launching a business or initiative whose aim is to take control of your destiny. 3, the pursuit of any calling in writing, painting, music, or any creative art. 4, any program of spiritual enlightenment to obtain greater peace of mind. 5, the learning of new language or a hobby to expand your horizon. 6, any course designed to overcome a wholesome habit or addiction. Number 7, education of any kind that would provide greater career option. Number 8, any act of political, moral, or ethical courage. Number 9, the decision to change some unhealthy patterns of thought or conduct. Number 10, the taking of any principled stand in the face of adversity. Number 11, any act that entails commitment of the heart, time, or money. Number 12, becoming debt-free and financially secure. Well, why is that these goals will get very little traction in most people's lives? You need to ask yourself that question. How is it even remotely possible that most people will barely make a dent or any of their goals? The answer is, if you have figured it out, I am going to tell you that is self-sabotage, my friend. Self-sabotage is a state of mind which damages your belief in yourself and your ability to achieve that which you want to achieve. Self-sabotage is the thing that is holding you back from doing what you know you need to be doing. While it cannot be seen, touched, heard, or even smelled, the extraordinary thing about self-sabotage is that it makes its presence felt. It manifests itself in your body and your mind. It goes to work like an angry jackhammer, pounding hard and loud. Well, what does self-sabotage feel like? It begins sadly with sadness, stress, and distress. We feel like an imposter, someone who is unworthy of success, and we begin to act in ways that work to repel success. It pervades everything, how we think, talk, and walk, and even our posture and facial expressions. We feel unloved and begin to act in destructive ways. In effect, we seize failure from the jaws of victory. Self-sabotage is a negative energy. It has no redeeming value. It exists to deliberate, not to liberate. Its goal is to take you off course and to keep you there, of course. Self-sabotage is self-generated, self-perpetuated, and hell-bent on your self-destruction. Self-sabotage does not play to wound. It plays, my friend, to kill. It places a bullseye on whatever you want to be, have, and do, and aggressively work to kill your hopes, dreams, and fondest desires. To beat self-sabotage, be prepared for war, as it is understands nothing but brute strength, and it will not give without hell of a fight. How can you deconstruct self-sabotage? Well, self-sabotage is a dump as it's forceful. It leaves clues and it has a working game plan which can be broken down, picked apart and overcome. There are 4 self-defeating elements that disrupt our ability to fully pursue our goals. Everyone has these characteristics. The extent to which they result in self-sabotage and interfere with our ability is only a matter of a degree. The first thing is negative self-talk. Think about what happens when you begin to even consider working in a new project or a goal. When you simply get the whiff of an idea that lies the slightest bit outside of your comfort zone. As it operates on automatic pilot, self-sabotage immediately goes to work. It wastes no time in weaseling its way into your head, planting seeds of doubt, uncertainty, and fear. You immediately begin to focus on the negative over the positive, on what's bad instead of what's good, on the reasons why you can't rather than why you can. If you want to win the battle of self-sabotage, the only way is through it. That small voice telling you that you are not good enough, smart enough, or unworthy of success is definitely a lie. A no good rotten sleazeball that must be met and overcome by a strong, healthy mind and powerful will. Number 2 is avoidance behavior. There are some types of behavior which tend to increase and empower self-sabotage. One of the most common of these is procrastination, my friend. We all know this malevolent friend which tells us of the extensive list of things better things we do to choose in the moment instead of the work on what's most important to us. Procrastination is a type of avoidance. By making excuses or by doing something else, you are actually avoiding a priority activity which would lead you to your goal. Avoidance behavior are the root of the most fears and anxieties. Overcoming the gravitational pull of the avoidance behavior is definitely not easy, but it can be done and must be done if you have any intention of making your mark on this world. The third self-defeating element is focusing issues. Self-sabotage is a little monster that loves to embed your focus. It thoroughly enjoys manipulating and distracting you with unnecessary and irrelevant low-level activity. You cannot afford to give self-sabotage the upper hand, nor can you afford to devalue your talent and reputation by having a focus deficit. Without a long sustained focus, you place a death sentence in your goal. Self-sabotage or resistance in any way hates focus for the simple reason that it knows it's losing the fight. Focus is the ultimate power move, as the primary objective of having focus is to dominate your market, to intimidate weaker competitors, to scare the crap out of fear, and to fast track your goals. Number 4 of self-defeating element is decreased energy and motivation. Decreased energy and motivation is the end result of negative self-talk, avoidance behavior, and focusing issues. They grind on you and work to wear you down. Here is a good rule to remember, especially as you begin to think about your goals. While self-sabotage is always lurking nearby, the danger is greatest when at the beginning and near the finish line. At the beginning, the tactics of self-sabotage are little more than the whispering of a few words of doubt. A simple boo is all it takes to get most people give up on their goals, throw in the towel, and surrender to self-doubt. It's really sad, but it's true. And when the finish line is near, when the last 10% is in sight, that's when self-sabotage goes into full assault mode because it knows you have it on the ropes. When self-sabotage knows you are about to beat it, it hits the panic button. It marshals a few more psychological assaults, lobs a few more grenades, give you an unexpected and costly obstacle or setback. It launches one last assault and slams you with everything it's got. You must be alert for these counterattacks. You must be wary at the end. You must strengthen your resolve. You must enforce your will over this mother of a resistance force and grab that brass ring with both hands. You must be mindful that self-sabotage is real. It plays for keeps and that you cannot underestimate the strength and intent of its power-resistant force. Therefore, if you are ever going to find your greatness, if you are ever going to make your mark on this world, you must decide that what you want is bigger and far more important than the resistance force which prevents you from achieving. Self-sabotage is an engine of destruction and understands nothing but force. And to overcome the ugly, unsportsmanlike conduct of self-sabotage, you must deploy a strong, relentless offense. As they say, offense is the best defense. You must develop an invincible spirit, an unbreakable will, a relentless resolve to rise above the dirty tricks and diabolical mind games of self-sabotage. You must choose to put self-sabotage behind you, to stare it in the eye, walk straight through it and advance toward your goals with confident conviction and certainty. If you want the world-best execution framework for fast-tracking your goals and giving self-sabotage the beat down it deserves, the 100-Day Challenge is a hardcore, fast-paced performance acceleration program that delivers extraordinary results fast. Its mission is simple: to advance your position, to score goals, to put points on the board, to beat any resistance force, to crush your goals. You can go check that out at successgrid.com/100-day challenge. That's successgrid.net/100-day challenge. Hope you like this episode. I'll see you in the next one.